We're going to talk about how to use the portfolio page. There are 3 levels of price adjustment that are native to the Revenue OS: portfolio, market, and property. Portfolio is the highest level, and changes that we make at this level are broad by their nature. These changes should be made to adjust the pricing based on macroeconomic conditions that the pricing model cannot see. The portfolio ADR and occupancy. This, along with the revenue table, are going to be the most important on the portfolio page. We have calculated the most important metrics in this chart for you to decide if a pricing adjustment is required. You can view your current booked position, your forecasted position at the end of that period, and your final previous year position. The way I view this data is by comparing the forecast value to the last year position. In this case, we're projected to exceed last year's occupancy by 12 points while keeping the average price the same. From a strategic standpoint, this tells me demand is stronger than last year and that rates are flat. When I click into this data, I'll be searching for opportunities to increase my rates to optimize revenue. Total revenue. This is the second most important chart, the revenue chart. It has the same data structure as the ADR occupancy chart. Quibble shows you your current revenue, your forecasted revenue, and last year revenue. In the current view, I'm looking at the data by week. The outcome that I'm trying to achieve is to increase revenue compared to last year. So I search for the weeks where my forecast is lower than my last year position and investigate why this is happening. Bookings and reservations. There are 2 major types of bookings that we care about: revenue bookings and owner bookings. In this view, you can see both and see them on a year-over-year basis. This data can help troubleshoot a lot of issues that can arise from owner bookings. Length of stay. Length of stay trends can change over time, and you can force them to change based on minimum stay requirements that you set. This chart helps you to quickly see if they're changing and how to adjust your strategy accordingly. Lead time. Lead time is a metric that shows how far in advance your customers are booking. This is a key metric that we use to forecast occupancy, ADR, revenue, rent, RevPAR. Anything we forecast uses this metric. If lead time is very low, people are booking very close to when they stay. The biggest negative of close-in booking trends is that it makes it hard to forecast. If your forecast is off, it's very hard to recover. A big error I see in the STR revenue management is not understanding lead time properly and aggressively discounting close-in. Inventory growth. This is a more granular view of property count. We calculate the bookable inventory, meaning we subtract out the inventory that was used by the owner or blocked for some other reason. This is also compared against last year. Active properties. This metric really comes in handy when evaluating your portfolio growth. As the portfolio grows, it will have impacts on your metrics and your market. New properties will be a drag on your portfolio's occupancy when it first comes into the market. Inventory growth also has a downward pressure on rates. You can easily track those changes here.